In the vast expanse of our universe, one concept stands out as both simple and profoundly complex: consciousness. It's the spark that ignites thought, feeling, and emotion within us, making us who we are. In previous episodes, we explored what consciousness is and how it shapes our lives. Today, let's dive into the future, where emerging developments could revolutionize not just science but also how we understand ourselves. Imagine a world where your thoughts can be downloaded directly into a computer. Imagine experiencing every memory you've ever had in an instant, or creating new memories at will. These are no longer mere sci-fi fantasies, they're on the horizon thanks to rapid advancements in neuroscience and technology. Let's start with brain-computer interfaces, BCIs. Think of BCIs as a bridge between your mind and machines. Today, these devices help people control prosthetic limbs or communicate through thought alone. But what if we could use them for more? Imagine being able to access information instantly by just thinking about it. This technology is advancing so quickly that in the near future, we might be downloading knowledge directly into our brains. Now, consider memory enhancement. Scientists are making strides in understanding how memories form and store in the brain. With this knowledge, they're developing drugs or even implants that could boost your cognitive abilities significantly. For example, a pill to improve focus for exams, or an implant that helps you remember every detail of a meeting without straining. But beyond just enhancing memory, there's the potential for creating new memories. Imagine recalling a trip through time, reliving moments with loved ones who are no longer with us. It sounds like something out of a science fiction novel, but it's becoming more than just imagination now. Researchers are exploring ways to create vivid and convincing false memories that might even be indistinguishable from real experiences. Then there's the realm of artificial intelligence, AI. AI is already making inroads into decision-making processes, helping businesses make better choices, or in the world of consciousness, we've been exploring some mind-blowing concepts. But there's so much more to uncover as science continues to push boundaries and explore new frontiers. Today, let's dive into what lies ahead, future possibilities and emerging developments that could fundamentally change how we think about our minds. Imagine a future where your thoughts are not just fleeting mental events but tools you can manipulate like any other technology. Imagine being able to enhance your decision-making skills beyond imagination or even share your consciousness with others in ways never before possible. These aren't just sci-fi fantasies anymore, they're becoming closer than ever. First, let's talk about brain-computer interfaces, BCIs. In the not-so-distant future, BCIs might be as common and useful as smartphones are today. Imagine being able to control your devices with your thoughts or even communicate wirelessly without needing a physical connection. Companies like Elon Musk's Neuralink are already working on prototypes that can interface directly with the human brain, potentially enabling seamless interaction between our minds and machines. But BCIs aren't just about controlling gadgets, they could revolutionize how we learn and process information. For example, imagine being able to download knowledge or skills straight into your brain, bypassing traditional methods of learning through books or practice. This might sound like something out of a science fiction novel, but researchers are already making strides in neural implant technology that can stimulate certain areas of the brain to enhance memory formation and cognitive functions. Speaking of memory enhancement, advances in genetic engineering could play a pivotal role here too. Scientists are exploring ways to modify genes associated with learning and memory to boost these abilities naturally. Imagine having access to your own DNA like you would a computer program, able to tweak certain aspects to improve focus, recall, or even emotional resilience. Now, let's consider the realm of artificial intelligence, AI, and its potential impact on our minds. AI is no longer just about creating machines that can perform tasks. It's about in the vast landscape of our understanding, one idea stands out as both mind-blowing and profoundly transformative. Consciousness, the awareness that we have a self and experience the world around us, has been the subject of endless exploration by scientists, philosophers, and thinkers for centuries. Now, imagine a future where this concept is not just studied but actively manipulated and enhanced. What if we could consciously alter our state of mind, making decisions with greater clarity or experiencing heightened states of creativity. The possibilities are staggering. One emerging field that promises to bring us closer to understanding the nature of consciousness is neurotechnology. Imagine implants that can directly interface with your brain, enhancing cognitive functions like memory and attention. These devices might one day be used not just in medical applications but also for personal development, boosting productivity or improving decision-making skills. Another area gaining traction is artificial intelligence, AI. AI has already shown remarkable capabilities in learning and processing vast amounts of information at speeds that far surpass human capacities. However, the next step could see AIs designed to mimic human consciousness more closely. These advanced systems might not only perform tasks but also experience emotions or even have their own subjective awareness. In a future where these technologies converge, we may find ourselves in entirely new territories. For instance, imagine merging your mind with an AI system that can process data at unprecedented speeds and scale. This could revolutionize fields like science, art, and innovation, allowing us to tackle complex problems more effectively than ever before. But the journey isn't just about technological advancements, it's also a profound ethical and philosophical exploration. As we delve deeper into manipulating consciousness, questions arise: what does it mean to be truly human? How do these enhancements affect our identity? And who gets to decide how this technology is used? One exciting development in neuroscience involves neurofeedback training. This practice uses real-time brain activity data to help individuals learn to control their own brain states more effectively. By using techniques like biofeedback, people can train themselves to improve in the next few moments. We'll dive into some fascinating developments that could reshape our understanding of consciousness. Imagine a world where machines can simulate human thoughts with remarkable precision. Or where neuroscience unlocks new ways to enhance cognitive abilities and decision-making processes. One of the most exciting advancements is in brain-computer interfaces, BCIs. These devices allow direct communication between the mind and technology, bypassing traditional methods like keyboards or voice commands. Imagine being able to control a computer by simply thinking about it, no physical movement required. Researchers are already making incredible strides with BCIs. In 2018, a team at University College London developed an algorithm that could predict someone's thoughts based on their brain activity patterns. Participants were shown images of objects and then asked to think about them for several seconds before the BCI decoded what they had been thinking. The system was surprisingly accurate, often guessing the object correctly. Another area with immense potential is neuroprosthetics, devices designed to replace or augment a person's natural abilities by directly interfacing with their nervous system. For example, in 2017, researchers at Duke University demonstrated that paralyzed patients could control robotic arms using only their thoughts. The brain signals were picked up by electrodes implanted in the motor cortex and then transmitted wirelessly to the arm. These technologies are not just about convenience or enhancing abilities, they have profound implications for our understanding of consciousness itself. By directly interacting with neural activity, scientists can gain insights into how thoughts arise from physical processes within the brain. This could lead us closer to answering age-old questions like what exactly is a thought? As we move forward, ethical considerations become increasingly important. How do we ensure that these technologies are used ethically and responsibly? Who should have access to such powerful tools, and for what purposes? These are complex issues that require careful consideration. In parallel with BCIs and neuroprosthetics, there's another exciting development in the field of cognitive enhancement. Drugs like modafinil in the world of consciousness, we're diving deeper into some mind-blowing possibilities that could change everything. Imagine a future where understanding our minds can directly impact how society operates, where decisions are made with greater empathy and intelligence. One fascinating area is the development of advanced brain-computer interfaces, BCIs. These devices allow direct communication between human brains and computers, opening up a whole new realm of interaction. For example, think about someone in a coma or with severe paralysis who can now control prosthetic limbs just by thinking. BCIs could revolutionize healthcare by providing real-time monitoring and even treatment for neurological conditions like Alzheimer's disease. Another area is neurofeedback. Imagine being able to see what's happening inside your brain on a screen, like watching an intricate dance of neurons firing away. This technology can help people learn to control their own brain activity, potentially treating mental health issues such as anxiety or depression without medication. It could even enhance cognitive performance and creativity. But let's not stop there. The future might also see the integration of artificial intelligence, AI, with our brains. AI-assisted decision-making gating systems could provide instant access to vast amounts of knowledge, helping us make better choices in every aspect of life, from personal relationships to complex business decisions. This could lead to more efficient problem-solving and innovation. However, these advancements come with ethical considerations. As we tap into the neural networks that govern our thoughts and emotions, questions arise about privacy, consent, and even identity. Who owns your brain data? How can we ensure it's used ethically? Moreover, if consciousness is fundamentally altered or enhanced through technology, what does this mean for human nature? Are we at risk of losing something essential to being human, or could we gain new capacities that redefine our humanity in profound ways? In the coming years, these technologies will likely become more accessible and commonplace. Schools might even integrate neurofeedback into their curriculum to help students manage stress and focus better. Companies may use BCIs for training, and as we look to the future, one thing becomes increasingly clear: our understanding of consciousness is only just beginning. With each new discovery, humanity edges closer to unlocking its deepest mysteries. But what does this mean for us? How will these insights shape how we think about ourselves and others? Imagine a world where artificial intelligence can not only replicate human thought processes but also understand the nuances of emotions and empathy. This isn't far-fetched anymore, it's already happening. Companies like Google are developing AI that learns from vast amounts of data, recognizing patterns, and making decisions based on them. But what if we could go beyond mere pattern recognition? What if these AIs could truly experience consciousness? Consider the implications for decision-making gating processes in business and politics. If an AI system can understand not just statistical probabilities but also human emotions, like fear or hope, it might make more empathetic, ethical decisions that align with our values. Imagine a world where leaders aren't solely driven by data but are informed by emotional intelligence as well. Moreover, this shift could transform the way we approach healthcare. Today, AI is already being used to predict and treat diseases based on vast datasets of patient information. But what if these systems can also understand individual patients' experiences and preferences? Imagine a doctor who not only has access to medical records but also knows how you feel about treatment options, how that knowledge could change the course of care. But as we step into this future, questions arise: how do we ensure AI remains aligned with human values? And what happens when machines start to experience consciousness themselves? These are complex issues, and they challenge us to reconsider our definitions of life, intelligence, and ethics. In psychology, researchers are making groundbreaking progress in understanding the neural basis of conscious experiences. Techniques like functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, allow scientists to watch as thoughts form inside the brain. This could lead to better treatments for conditions like depression or anxiety by targeting specific areas responsible for certain emotions. On a personal level, this growth is a ladder, not a leap. Subscribe and keep climbing.